she came to the LA Film Festival and saw An Ordinary Family, and that's when we got to know each other. And if you're not familiar, Bria has been in a ton of things. She got her start back on Friday Night Lights, and she was a main character in Heroes. And then she was on Dexter and a bunch of other shows. She's recently switched from acting to directing, and she's finished directing a couple features. One of those from Blumhouse that she just
Mm.
finished. She's in the editing suite right now. She's a
Okay.
sweetheart. And so I reached out to her when I found the script from Ron and was like, "Is this good?" And we got on the phone, and she's like, "Yeah, it's good, and you should cast me." So that's how I casted her. But the hardest person to cast was Marco, the lead man who plays opposite her, because it's really him in every scene. He has to be able to carry this whole movie, and that was the hardest person to cast. And luckily, we found Nick through happenstance, through friends, and his agent actually. And he actually
Okay.
auditioned for the film, and we never got the audition because the people we were working with didn't think it was right. And I
Oh,
asked him to audition, and he's like, "I already did." And so I ended up casting him outside of that.
wow. So, what was your inspiration for this particular film?
Uh, I so again, Ron Mead wrote the script. I
Matt?
usually write. Yeah, can you hear me?
I think Matt froze up on me.
Did I? I look. Can you see me now?
Hmm. Matt,
Yeah, I'm right here.
I lost you. I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
Did you hear
Well,
my question?
I did. I did. So I had a bunch of projects that I'd been working on that I had written fall apart, like that happens all the time. And I was getting frustrated. And I was like, maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I shouldn't be writing. So I started reading some scripts on Inktip, a website that has people post scripts, and they're new. They only last for 3 months. You have to be vetted as a producer. You have to have produced content before, so
Okay.
that it's a little more protective of the writers. And I was looking for something. I had a little budget ready to go, and this other stuff had fallen apart. And I was like, all right, let's find something that is contained, one or two locations, just a few main characters, and maybe something like thriller, horror, something like that. That would be fun to do. Um, and I found this script, and it was great, and it really blew me away. It had plenty of twists and turns, and it seemed familiar but new at the same time, which is always great.
Mhm.
And so I reached out to Ron, got the rights to the script. We did a couple tweaks on it, but it really, this story, it's about this guy Marco who is looking for work. His girlfriend's pregnant, and he's got to find a job before the baby comes.
Mhm.
And the way you look for work today is you don't go knock on doors.
Doors
It's
anymore?
on your
Yeah.
computer. Yeah, you're at home on your computer, stuck at home, which makes even more like resonance now with COVID and everyone being stuck at home.
Right.
Um, so he's going a little stir crazy, and then at the same time, these post-it notes start appearing around there. A burner phone appears in his apartment, texting him saying that his girlfriend's cheating on him and all these horrible things. And he starts literally losing his mind. And we go from thinking we're watching this drama between two people trying to figure out how to bring a child into this world to literally watching a guy go crazy and being
Go
afraid for
crazy.
her safety, and his. And there was something about it, and I don't want to give too much away, but it goes into a place that's really unexpected. You're the whole time you're trying to figure out what is wrong with Marco. And when you finally
Mhm.
find out, it and then his ultimate decisions, it really resonated with me. In I don't know if you've noticed, but the last several years has been a little crazy politically and in this country.
Of
and
course.
and I just kind of been looking around and going like, oh, these people I thought I knew, I guess I don't know them the
Right.
way I thought I did. Like friends and family and things, just on both sides, just saying things that I just never thought I'd hear somebody say, or choosing to believe things that I'm just like, wow, like how? And that's kind of what goes on with this is watching Marco go through this struggle of choosing to believe something,
Mhm.
whether it's real or not. And it helped me kind of wrestle through that of like, what is it like for somebody that is living in a bit of denial?
Right. Right. Oh, wow. Well, can I show the trailer so people can get an idea of
Yeah,
what we're
please.
looking at? All right. Let's see. Go. here and start it.
Andy seems about something. Okay. Did you actually go to that job interview yesterday? Yes. Yes. What do you resume? It's on the desktop. It's called Marco's resume. Thank you for calling me back so quickly. I am very interested in the position. Yes, I was hoping we could reschedule maybe this afternoon or tomorrow. There's voicemail. Leave a message and I'll call you back. I'm not crazy. Don't give me that sad look. Hey, listen, I haven't really been, feeling that great lately. It's all fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Just shut your mouth. Why are you lying to me? Do you like this? I swear, I will find a job before the end of the week. I don't know what you're doing. And I don't my apartment without my
That is some serious stuff there.
Yeah, a
Oh
little
my
intense.
gosh. He played his role pretty good.
He did. I thought it was going to be easy to cast because I'm like, hey, you get to be the star. You're in every scene, and you get to play crazy. Like you get to go full range of like sweet, loving guy to like maybe abusive, and then scary and losing your mind and desperate. And I thought it'd be an easy sell to let people, but it was so hard to find somebody that could be able to
Wow.
do all of that.
Well, the wife looked like she was adorable and loving.
Yeah, that's Bria. She's fantastic.
Well, I mean, it's a great story. I mean, like I said, I saw the trailer before and I was like, oh, I cannot wait to see this because it looks like it might be, I guess it kind of starts off like it's going to be like a scary or horror movie where it looks like something was going to actually happen. And then I thought about it, I was like, no, well, this is more of a reality type movie. This could really
Yeah,
happen to someone.
it's definitely more of a slow burn, kind of builds. Every scene builds a little bit more and more until the final act just kind of comes barreling at you.
Oh,
And
wow. Wow.
it just slowly builds steam until so it's less of a true horror film and more of a psychological thriller that just kind of builds on itself.
Yeah. Wow. I love it. I love it. So, I saw another person in the trailer. Was that a real person? Or that's his imagination?
I
Or
can't
you
tell
can't
you.
give it away. Can't give it away. Man. Okay, well, I'll see it myself. So tell people how they can see and how can they see the movie?
Yeah, so Terror Films is our distributor, and they partnered with Kings of Horror, and they're going to do a live stream this Friday on YouTube. It's going to
Okay.
be 5 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Pacific. So I guess that makes 6 p.m. Eastern for people that don't know how
Mhm.
clocks work. And you can check out our Facebook page, Instagram, and Twitter for Apartment 413 to find the link. But it's gonna be a live screen. It's free. You can watch it and chat with us, the filmmakers, live while the screening's happening. So that's one way. But
Okay.
that's just Friday, September 17th. And then also simultaneously on Friday, it's getting released across lots of digital platforms. So it'll be on Dish Network, Roku, Crackle, Tubi, as well as the usuals like Amazon Prime and Google Play Store, things like that.
Nice, nice. So what could you give another director or writer? What type of inspiration could you give them?
Oh man, uh, it's the thing that I struggle with the most too is wanting to wait until you find something that's perfect, that's going to be the thing. And I think instead you need to just be making something. Just don't wait for
Just
it to be
do it.
perfect because yeah, masterpieces don't start from the beginning. They turn into masterpieces after the fact. Like we have to just be making something. There's a really good book that I love called Art and Fear, and
Okay.
I won't go into too many details about it, but it really challenges this idea of why do we as creatives wait to try to for the best thing. And they've actually done studies where the people that do more actually become better than the people that do less waiting for it to be great. And so
Wow.
that's an inspiration for me. It's a huge weakness of mine. I'm guilty of it as well. So I'll say the same thing to everybody else that I'm saying to myself is just go make stuff. My mantra in life is make cool stuff with cool people. And that's what I want to do. I want to tell stories and hopefully be able to say, hey, I was a part of that. And this is my team sport. So I'm not good at football. I'm not good at baseball. Nobody wanted me on their team. But film is my team sport. We need everybody. No one person can do it by themselves. So it's just go do it.
But what was your did you have a role model? Did you have someone that you wanted to inspire to be like?
Ooh, like as far as a filmmaker or just in
Hmm.
general?
It could be in
Yeah.
general,
Uh,
if that's
I
easier.
mean, I think in just normal life, I want to be Stanley Tucci because I think he's the coolest guy ever. But I don't think it's going to happen. I tried the bald thing. We're halfway there. Um, no, I think I'm really inspired by people that can take ideas that seem very simple and turn them on their head and surprise you in new and interesting ways. One of my favorite authors is Stephen King, who always gets thrown in the horror bag,
Oh,
but
mine too.
he is just an amazing character writer, and that's the only reason you care about what's happening is because he spends the first half of the book just introducing you to these characters that you fall in
Characters,
love
yeah,
with.
yeah.
And so I am just enamored by writers and filmmakers that bring in real characters and let you get to know them. And it's not about the plot, but it's about characters that things happen to.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, that's pretty good. I like that.
Thanks.
And I do. I mean, it's something that you really need to ponder on and not just take advantage of. See what's out there. See what other people are doing. Don't just sit there and you can. If you're gonna do it, do the Nike thing. Just do it, type thing.
Yeah. Well, and
So
and know what you have available. Like if you've got friends that want to be a part of this and do it with you, and you know you've got a bar you can get into or a restaurant or whatever, like find a script that works with those locations or write one. Don't try to I've read so many scripts that are like set in space or in 17th century France. And it's like, that's cool, but I don't have, $200 million.
right,
So
right.
what do you have available within your grasp? And like Stephen King says in his book on writing, like what's your toolbox? Write what
Mhm.
like you have, do with the tools. Don't try to be somebody else. Be you.
Right. Right. I love that. So I'm actually an author of two books actually. I did
Oh, great.
You Wouldn't Know a Good Man if you saw one. And basically it was like relationships. You're looking at this poor guy that look like he really don't have much, but you're looking over at this guy who's driving a sports car that has money, who are you gonna pick? So it's stereotype. At the end of the
Hmm.
day, you pick the right persons for your heart, not for what they have or what they can bring to the table. And a lot of
Yeah.
people back in those days, they got hooked on, what can you do for me? Janet Jackson, what have you done for me lately type thing, and that's sort of what inspired me. It's like, you could be bypassing the good man with the bald head
Yeah.
over there that probably doesn't have much, but look where he is now.
Yeah.
You know,
I
your
love it.
wife picked you a long time ago, and look what she got now. You,
Oh, yeah. She
you know what
lucked
I
out.
mean? Yeah, see, she lucked out. That's what I'm saying. You,
Well,
you
and you're
got
talking
it
about my
now.
girl there too, Janet Jackson. That was the very first tape I ever bought myself. Was Janet Jackson Rhythm Nation.
Yeah.
I, I had money in my pocket. I'm like, I'm gonna buy my own tape. I was probably like 10 or 11.
So yeah, I mean, and that's the inspiration for me
I
is
love it. That's great.
to see young people do what they were that they want to do, not because this person's doing that and that person's doing that. Look at this magnificent guy here, Matt Patterson. Look what he's done. Look what he's accomplished. you know so these videos are to help inspire people, to give back to the community, and this is what you're doing tonight. So we do appreciate you sharing your nuggets with us.
Oh, well, thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. And what can we do to help promote apartment 413?
See it. Tell your friends to watch it. Stream it anywhere you can. That is a huge help. I know everybody seems to think that these movies are paid for and done and everything else, but you know, we're not hoping to get rich off of this. We would like to, you know, pay our bills like
Right,
what we owe to
exactly.
finish it. So, you
Right,
know, it's just like anybody in indie publishing, indie filmmaking, everything, every single thing counts. And even if it's not going to make us a ton of money, it might help us get the next thing made. Or at the
exactly.
very least, give us the inspiration to try again.
Exactly, exactly. Can I ask you one more question?
Yes,
How
please.
did COVID affect your outcome of your movie
Oh, that is a great question. Well, it delayed it by a year.
by a year?
Hmm. Yeah,
Wow.
we started the festival circuit in 2019, and we finished. Learned a lot from our screenings on the festival. Went and reshot a new opening scene. Redid the audio based on like what we heard in there. So we used
Hmm.
those as test screenings and got done. And we were ready to release it, and then everything locked down and everything kind of stopped.
Wow.
And so that was a really big, you know, indie film is hard and it takes a lot of work
Hmm.
to get stuff finished and then over the
Hmm.
finish line and get it out. And then obviously, you know, I've got we had two immunocompromised people in my house, so it was everything kind of locked up and shifted. So that was
Yeah,
a
that
very
made it
emotional
hard.
drain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but you know, I was talking to Nick, the actor, and I was like, "Yeah, you know, it's delayed and it's not coming out when I wanted to." And he's like, "No, no, no, man, it's coming out at the right time. Like this is the time it was supposed to come out at."
Right.
And which is why I love working with smarter people than me because sometimes you need that shot in the arm that just says, "No, no, no, everything happens for a reason. It's
Right.
okay."
Right.
And
Right.
so this is the time that it was meant to come out. And honestly, it's about a guy that's going crazy being stuck at home. And we just got finished doing that. So everybody relates now.
Exactly. Exactly. People going stir crazy and not knowing what to do, looking for a job. It's hard these days. I know
Yeah.
people that's looking for work, who actually want to work and get paid
Yeah.
to work
Well,
and not
and
sit at
even
home.
even if you're like, oh no, I can't watch anything else about somebody being stuck at home, this guy's going seriously crazy. So you can watch me like, well, my life's not that bad. Like his is worse.
Exactly. 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 Well, again, Matt, thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you for sharing your wisdom and your nuggets of just prosperity and how we're going to make this happen in the near future. And if we can do anything for you here at SKST Radio, I'm here for you. Happy to help with any other projects that you're working on our end. We're here for you. Just letting you know that.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And we will send you the link. And till next week, everyone. Bye bye. Bye, Matt.
Bye, everybody. Bye.